So for this past week I've been playing a lot of Shadow of Mordor, and I gotta say it's probably one of the best games of the year so far, and you should definitely go check it out. No doubt the game is great and it plays really well. It uses a lot of familiar mechanics from Assassin's Creed and the Batman Arkham games, especially in the combat system. The story is actually perhaps one of the weakest parts of the game, but it doesn't hold it back in any way because there's still a pretty good story, even though it has a really weak kind of anticlimactic end. So in this game you play a ranger named Talion, and at the start of the game Sauron's Black Hand basically kills you and your entire family. But the thing is, they die but you don't die because for some reason you don't die. I'm not gonna say why. And now you have like this crazy wraith-like powers, and you have ancient elf spirit like helping you and talking to you and shit. This is basically the game's excuse to give you some superpowers and some really awesome like abilities and stuff. And of course this is a revenge story, so it does give you a reason to slay a lot of orcs for fun, basically, just to get back at Sauron. And this is gonna sidetrack you for a lot of the game because the game does make it fun, really fun, to slay orcs. And this is all thanks to the awesome combat system, the cool skills that you get, and of course the nemesis system. Now the nemesis system is interesting because basically every orc captain that you fight in the game will remember his fights with you. So every orc captain has like a strength and a weakness, so they might be really resistant to like range attacks, but they might be insta-killed by stealth attacks. Stuff like that you can use to just exploit and then make it easier for you to kill the guy. Now let's say for some reason you fail to kill him, either you die or he runs away. If you die, they will actually become more powerful and it'll be harder for you to take them down. If they run away, they might come back later with a scar on their face and they might be pissed off at you because of what you did to their face. The point is the game evolves and it makes you like try different approaches to certain missions and tasks. I mean, yes, technically you can just walk in and just slay everyone with your sword, but it's honestly not that fun if you do that. The game has some stealth mechanics, so you can pull off like assassinations and of course ranged attacks with your bow. And most missions are open-ended, so you can decide which approach you want to take. You want to just walk in like a boss, or you want to be Ezio and shit and try to pick people off in the shadows. So gameplay is awesome. It's fun to play and it evolves, and you can basically do whatever you want, and whatever play style you choose to play as, the game has something for you. Of course, like any other RPG, you have upgrades to your abilities and upgrades to your weapons, and you get these upgrades basically by getting EXP or like killing orc captains. So there's incentive to go around like just mass murdering all the orcs. I would say the worst part about this game is actually the boss battles, which are mostly quick time events or like just standard fights that are no different from fighting other orc captains, but really the final boss fights are quick time events and some just really repetitive moves here and there and you're done. I would have liked to see more variety and more thought given to the boss fights, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. But definitely doesn't devalue the game that much. It's still really fun to play, and it's definitely worth your money at some point. Now the reason I say that is because I do think that everyone should play this game at some point. May not be now when it's at retail price of like $50 or $60, I'm not sure. But definitely later on if it goes on sale at the Steam Winter Sale or something like that. If you don't play it now and you're a fan of action RPG games, it's definitely a solid buy and you probably won't be disappointed. But for me personally, as someone who's played the game for 12 hours, I would say Shadow of Mordor is definitely worth buying at full price. Found myself coming back to just wipe out orc captains for fun, even though I've like unlocked pretty much every single ability in the game. There's also going to be some DLC for the game. I'm not sure when exactly it's going to come out and what it entails, but I'm pretty excited to see what they have in store for us. So if you guys have played Shadow of Mordor, let me know in the comments below what you think of the game, and be sure to give me a thumbs up on this video, give me a like, and I'll see you guys next time.